Hi, welcome to Signature Tube. My name is Ben Schachter, broker and owner of the Signature Real Estate Companies. Glad to have you joining us today, and I'm very excited to have Mark Friedlander here from Choice Home Warranty. Welcome, Mark. How are you today?
Very good, very good. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Tell us about Choice Home Warranty, because our viewers, many of them have not heard of your company. They're not familiar with what you do.
Sure.
Please tell us about Choice Home Warranty.
Well, great. Choice Home Warranty has been around for since 2008. It's a home warranty company that basically supports realtors in their transaction, as well as helping, of course, the buyer that's buying the home, as well as the seller as well, in providing a fantastic opportunity to complement the real estate sale.
Wonderful. Now, with your warranty services, tell us, do you warranty the appliances, the physical structure, the roof? What is it about the piece of real estate that you are warrantying?
We do not do anything structurally, but we basically will cover mechanical failure. So if it breaks, we fix or we replace the item.
Wonderful. Now, with your service at Choice Home Warranty, I know you've got a lot of different products and a lot of different opportunities to help realtors and also help consumers. What is it about Choice Home Warranty specifically that comes to mind that separates you from the competition? There's a lot of businesses trying to compete in your space. Some do a great job like Choice Home Warranty, which is why we endorse you. We're happy to have you here as an affiliate of Signature and recommend you to our agents. Then by extension, they recommend you to our customers. But in your opinion, knowing what the competition is, knowing what your specific beacon of success has been at Choice, tell us what makes your firm special.
Well, the first thing I'd say is we are focused on a real estate relationship. We complement the realtor in their sale. I think it's more than just service and quality service, of course. We want to make sure that the realtor is able to utilize the warranty as a tool, seeing the value of what we can do to enhance not only the present situation but also future. I look at myself as a team, as part of the team with Signature. So that's the first thing. The second is, and give you an example, is what we do is we provide up to 180 days of free listing coverage.
Explain that for me. That's fascinating.
That means that you're covered today. You get a listing today, you're covered. I actually work with a lot of realtors that actually use that in their presentation, and they push a button before they even get the listing to tell in the listing presentation, they say, I just want to let you know you're covered, you know?
Wow.
And that's important. I mean, if something breaks during the listing period, does that affect the real estate possibility of sale?
Unfortunately, we've had to take properties off the market because there's an air conditioning leak or a dishwasher is broken,
Right.
and we weren't able to show the property. So you're able to provide a warranty on a property that I take as a listing. Even if the home does not already have a warranty, you're able to come in and provide a warranty during my listing period?
We will. Now, I will say this, that what we've done, because we wanted to have that free listing coverage.
Free? There's no charge for it?
Now there's a caveat there, all right?
Okay.
What we do is we do not provide every item, so it's specific, the items that are covered. If you did want the air conditioning, because it is the most expensive item in the home, there is a $60 charge, but a lot of homes either have a new air conditioner or they might already have a service plan already established for that air conditioner. So that's the caveat. But the items, are extensive. We have about 7 or 8 items that are in there. And I just happen to...
And for the limited items you do provide coverage for, there's no cost to the
There's
realtor
no
to provide
cost
that.
at all, zero.
And what about to the homeowner, the seller of that home? Do they pay you for that warranty?
Well, no, the listing up to 180 days, we hope that you have a sale in 180 days.
I hope I have it in 18 days.
Exactly. So what we realize is that if a realtor is going to be utilizing the warranty as part of the negotiations and part of the value, remember, if you put on that first line of your MLS, great news, this home is including a 1-year warranty, you will have more views of that house. I mean, think about what happens with a real estate agent. An agent is, a lot of times they are actually sending auto replies to their potential buyers. So those buyers are looking at maybe 10 different properties. And if one of them says, it includes a home warranty, they are going to pick that it's basically a statistical number that it's going to happen. I always challenge realtors, put it in and see if you get more volume, and you will.
So if I take advantage of offering my home seller, can I use this for condos too, or only for homes?
Yes.
Wonderful. If I offer to my home seller or my condo seller a free limited warranty on some of these major appliances, and the buyer purchases the home, does the buyer receive that warranty, or do they then purchase a product from you to continue that coverage?
Well, if it says if a 1-year warranty is included into the listing, normally that is a part of the presentation that a listing agent is going to make. Some realtors gift it, and some just of course present it as a value added solution in the negotiations, and it's very important. So it gets transferred to the buyer. Now remember, the warranty is on the dwelling. So if that buyer was to sell that property, and let's say it was a multi-year warranty, that warranty just is transferable
to the new owner.
To the new owner, exactly.
Now, when the buyer takes title, if the buyer decides to continue doing business, which I can't imagine they wouldn't because it's such a valuable resource, does their coverage expand at that point in time?
Yes.
Or can they buy up more enhanced
No.
coverage?
It includes the ultimate or the choice plan or the basic plan, whichever one you've chosen. What a lot of times realtors do is they use it as part of a negotiation tool. And I think it's very important to understand that when you're saying you're including it in the home, if you think about the back end, National Association of Realtors has basically stated that there are I think if they say only 2% of homes are actually at list price. That means 98% aren't being negotiated. When you're negotiating a home, the money is going like monopoly money, $5,000, $10,000 discounting,
for
and
repair credits and things of that nature.
Or just because that's what they want to offer. The buyer wants to. The buyer's job is to keep the price low. A listing, agent is wanting to keep the price high. So what we say is, why would you want to give away $5,000, which would be a lost income for the seller, as well as commissions for the listing agent? Our 5-year deal is only $2,100. So my question would be is, why wouldn't you want to offer a 5-year up the 1 year you're giving to another 4 years, and if it's only costs $2,100? Don't discount the home so readily, so fast.
Sure.
Why not
Makes a lot
give
of
the
sense.
$2,100 and you just put $2,900 in the pocket of the seller?
I am fascinated and totally captivated by this free product you offer as an inducement to help realtors send business your way and to protect the sellers. Is this something you and your company have pioneered? Because I've never heard of anything like this elsewhere.
Well, there have been copycats, and no, it is around in the market. The one thing you asked earlier about the differentiation of why are we different? What do we do? I think that one thing that we do that's so valuable is we actually not only have the customers rate our vendors, but what we also do is we actually rate how the vendors did. Did they get there on time? Did they do the job within the time frame? And there's also they get the largest score on their acceptance and denials. So if they deny a lot, well, guess what? Their score is going to go down. We have an A group, a B group, and a C group. You always want to be in the A group because guess what? If you had an extra 28 calls as a contractor because you're in the A group, you're going to be making more money.
Right.
So we have a platform that really is all about success. It's about the relationship. That's what we are all about. We're about making sure that relationship. And myself, as your account executive, I always said before, I'm your partner. So I want to be involved. I want to make sure things are going right because guess what? My realtors are my extension. They are the extension. They're the ones that are helping me get sales. So I need to be there for them. That's my job.
I know with service contractors, probably two of the biggest gripes or concerns that consumers have, number one is response time. Because I've pre-bought some type of coverage as opposed to paying an a la carte vendor to come to my home, I call to put in a claim and it takes forever to get a response. So my first concern as a consumer is how responsive is Choice? How quickly will you get out to my home or my condo and help me with my problem? The second concern is the deniability. how often do they brush under the rug, oh, this is not covered, this is not covered, this is not covered? Because I know that if I pay for a plan, I want to get a great vendor with reliable backing that's not going to shy away from responsibility, and someone who's going to take some accountability. I hope I never have to put in a claim, but if I do, I want to know that's the proof is in the pudding, that I'm with the right company. So let's talk about that just a little bit.
Well, that's a great question because it comes up all the time. And I'd say very simply, one of the things that we've done, and another way we differentiate ourselves, is we allow you, the realtor, to choose your own contractor if you'd like. As long as that contractor is going to work in our framework and work with our rules, which is not that difficult. It's the business we're in. We're in the same business. Most realtors have their own special favorites. Guess what? Wouldn't you rather use the air conditioning guy that you use rather than just the one we have? That's the first thing I'd say that would really almost eliminate any discomfort. The other thing is you asked about time. We average around 2 hours on calling back the customers.
To get back to somebody?
Right.
I call
Right.
people that I want
Yeah.
to sell houses to and buy houses from. They don't get back to me for 2 or 3 days. That's incredible you call back
Right.
within 2 hours.
Well, one of the reasons why is because we make sure we're dealing with the right vendors. The vendors need to have dispatch. They have to have a structure that works for us. If it's just a guy working out of his truck, it's probably not going to be the right fit for us. We want to find companies that do have support, that will be allowing our customers to have the best experience. So we're not just grabbing anybody. We're making sure we have the right vendors. And that's the reason why, again, as I said, I need my realtors to help in making this experience a good one, because they do have their own favorite contractors.
Sure.
So why not use those? You know?
And as far as the getting repairs covered under the claims, or perhaps even the replacement of appliance, I know that I had a bad experience with one of your competitors before I met you. Now I'm happy to be working with you. And I had an appliance that was older, that was covered, and they kept putting more and more and more Band-Aids on it, and it would break more and more frequently. Not because the repair company did a poor job, it was an older appliance. How do you really fit in your vision as opposed to when is it time to stop putting Band-Aids on, and when is it time to pony up for the appliance contractor or for myself as a homeowner to buy that new appliance?
Well, another great question. And I'll tell you, you said before about how we differentiate ourselves. I'm going to tell you, this is one of the greatest areas. What we do is when we replace things, it is our greatest means of growing our business because we are a real estate partner. So when I change an air conditioning system, Ben's going to know, Sally's going to know, John's going to know, everyone's going to know, and everyone's going to want to say, I want that for my customer as well. So what we do is we have tons of replacements. Replacements is how we grow our business. We're going to go in and we're not going to just replace just to replace, of course. But what we're going to do is look at the problem. We're going to try to solve it. If it happens too many times back and forth, we don't want to go back and forth. We would rather get 3 or 4 or 5 more referrals from other realtors because they see the value. And I think that's our greatest gift that we can give to not only the homeowner, but to the realtor. And of course, it comes back to us tenfold.
You're a phenomenal ambassador for Choice Home Warranty. You're knowledgeable, you're well-spoken. Do you actually talk to customers directly, or is there a sales department when a buyer or seller wants to purchase a warranty for a property? Is it you they're dealing with? I understand you're the account executive, but who do they communicate with when they want to buy?
Well, we have an
homes?
800 number, and the 800 number is one that the realtor could call.
Okay.
If there's
I've got
yes.
that number right here,
Right.
888-275-2980.
Correct. And if they have a claim, of course, they're going to call our 800 number. But if you're talking about supporting the sale, if you wanted me to call the seller because you're talking about a listing and you needed me to talk to the homeowner in that respect, not a problem. If you wanted me to talk to the buyer after they have received, they bought their home and they needed questions, I want to talk to them. I want to talk to both homeowners. I want to support the realtors in every way I can.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Where is Choice Home Warranty based out of, and who are the other integral parties that we would like to know about? Perhaps you want to tell us about any of the principals or any of the leadership within the company, because it's obviously a great firm. We're proud to learn about it.
Right. What I'd say is basically I am your contact here in South Florida. I don't want anyone talking to anyone else. And it's not to say that I don't want you to. It's just that when it goes into a different level, I like there to be a proper hierarchy. I'm sorry. And we're based out of New Jersey.
How old is the company?
It's from 2008. So we've been around for a while. And prior to this, what the owners did is they looked at the industry and realized there's only a 4% capture rate in the entire industry for the real estate marketplace.
4% of closings get warranties?
Yes, that's
really
very, very few.
96%.
And it might, something. Please forgive me. I believe it's only 4% of entire sales, real estate sales. Not just
have warranties.
Have warranties, yeah. So yeah.
Well, it looks like there's a lot of business opportunity for you.
Yeah. So when the
all
owners saw
the
this,
turn is over in South Florida. That's a great opportunity. That's great.
Exactly.
Very, very good. So obviously you help realtors by providing this dynamite product that is new to me, maybe not new to you, but offering a complimentary limited warranty on certain appliances. That's terrific. Let's talk about pricing. I don't need specific numbers, but where does Choice fare in the pricing against the competition? Because of course people in this day and age, whether it's my commission in a real estate transaction or your premium for policy, how do you fare and measure up against competition?
Well, I say there's like two different groups of competition, and it could be very confusing to the end user. We have a direct-to-consumer division. We also have the real estate division, and I try to make sure it's very clear, do not mix the two up. I'm speaking about our company first because it'll parlay into speaking about other companies. The direct-to-consumer product is a product that basically, remember, a homeowner's calling because they know that there's a problem. Mm-hmm. And normally the coverage is reflective on that. In a real estate transaction, it's usually about peace of mind. It's usually about part of the negotiation. Sometimes realtors buy as a gift. So the risk-reward platform is a lot different for the real estate product than it is for the direct-to-consumer product. Just as an example, we also have in our real estate product unlimited appliances. If you have double zones, you know how today we're building zones, we have efficiencies being built. If you have two air conditioning, both of them are covered. If you have if you have a bar that has a dishwasher, both covered in the kitchen and there, the direct-to-consumer doesn't have that. We have a $5,000 limit with the real estate product. The direct-to-consumer has $1,500. Okay. So I'm saying this because we have taken our direct-to-consumer product and we've matched that to what our competitors are having. So that's important. So when we look at the real estate product, we're very comparable, and our coverage is a lot better in my mind than some of our competitors in the real estate. The direct-to-consumer, we have a good product also there, but it doesn't even compare to the real estate product. I always tell every realtor, do not buy the direct-to-consumer because that's not the product that's going to help you. Right now, you have a product that's going to be able to give your customers a great experience.
If our realtors or the realtors watching wish to purchase this as a closing gift to a customer, I assume you're amenable to that?
Of course.
So
yes.
Would we put the cost of the premium right on the HUD statement and it would be taken out of the closing proceeds? Would we write your company a check or a credit card independently? What's the best way for a realtor who says, this is a great product, this is something I want to do better than a set of steak knives, better than a fruit basket, this is something I want to do for my buyers who are buying a home? How should they proceed?
Well, the warranty is a great product. It actually becomes a referral source because guess what? Every time we fix, every time we replace, I only have one line for a realtor to be put into the system. So whoever bought that warranty is going to find out. So if you're on the listing side, I mean, you don't really get a chance to speak to the buyer because it's not your client. Mm-hmm. But if I was to put whatever name is there, I'm going to be telling you the experience, that great experience we had.
So for like a CRM touch, if the buyer who owns the home has a problem with their air conditioner or a problem with the fridge, and you go out to either inspect or do a repair replacement, you're going to notify the party that bought the policy?
Exactly.
So that's a great time for us as realtors to follow up saying, exactly. Oh, I heard you got a new fridge, or I heard you got a new AC.
It's another touch.
The family, and that gives us top of mind refresher with the consumer that we're the ones that helped them with that repair. That is fantastic.
And that's why that 5-year deal, that $2,100, when you're negotiating, And don't give a $5,000 deduction.
Keep
Give
touching
that
for 5 years.
2,100, 2,100, 5 years. That's closer to the average. We don't know. I think what Florida, what is it, about 7 years or so?
That's 7 years typical.
Right. So 5 years is closer to 7 years than 1 year, right? So yeah.
So what I wasn't clear on, help me understand. If I want to buy the product and give it to a seller, do I call you? Do I call a phone number? Do I go on a website? What should I do?
We have a specific web page for the realtor. It's a realtor portal. It's realtor.choicehomewarranty.com.
Realtor.choicehomewarranty.com.
Right,
That's quite easy.
realtor.choicehomewarranty.com. If you did happen to just go to choicehomewarranty.com, there is a realtor tab on top. You could click on that, and then there's a link you could click on. The realtor.choicehomewarranty.com actually just bypasses all those other buttons you have to push. So what you do is you would be a first-time user, you push the first-time user, and it's just like every other sign-in. You put your name.
So I don't have to make previous
No.
arrangements with you. I can go right on the website and start buying policies for my customers.
Right. Now, you also could call the 800 number, the 888-275-2980. You could do that, of course. Then you'll get our support team that could actually, or you could just send me an email. You could send me an email, and I can take care of it for you.
If I want to buy the product and present a closing gift to my customer, do I get some type of receipt or certificate or letter? Is there some way I can notify my customer who's closing 2 weeks from now, look what I bought you? Because if I buy them steak knives, I get them wrapped up and I bring them steak knives.
Right.
Is there anything I can give them, or should I just handwrite a personalized greeting card letting them know this is forthcoming?
Well, of course, there is an invoice, and
Which I hope they don't see.
Yeah, right,
'cause
right,
I'm buying
right,
it for
right,
them.
right. So there's an invoice that you'll get to confirm. They will also be getting a welcome pack, about 7 days. It'll have all the coverage, it'll have everything, it'll have all the contact 800 numbers and everything like that. So
Mailed to the property
it'll be
address.
mailed to the property. Now, if you would rather have it mailed to you and you hand deliver it to them, we could work that out as well.
Okay, perfect. Well, this is fascinating. Is there anything we didn't cover that you'd like to share? Because I am totally amazed by the unique niche you've carved out with really catering to realtors. And as a realtor, I appreciate that, and I know my agents and the agents watching certainly do. Anything else we didn't cover you'd like to share today?
No, I think we did a lot of coverage. I just would emphasize the fact that this is a negotiating tool. I think the number one challenge that a realtor sees is, oh, I have to sell something. And if they realize that the product is not really for the buyer or the seller, but it's for the transaction, when they focus on it being for the transaction, that's when they utilize this. I always say as a joke, in the contract there's an NA box that a lot of times is checked off as not applicable.
For the warranty.
I always say it's NA, never again. You know, I mean, it's really a product that when you go to the presentation for listing, and you're going to explain to them that this is a negotiating tool because again, I'm going to say it, the buyer's agent is keeping the price down, the seller's is supposed to keep it up. Well, it's the equalizer. It's your equalizer. When you go in your presentation, you talk about it being the equalizer, you are going to stop thinking about answering a question, what's the cost? You focus more on the value of how it's going to help bring more money into the pocket of the seller.
If I want to take advantage of that complimentary limited warranty for the seller, is that also done through your realtor.choicehomewarranty.com website?
Correct. There's a seller's policy and there's a buyer's policy. Of course, you would be clicking on the seller's policy. What'll happen is you're just going to be picking all the different things you need, and then you hit submit, and you'll see, let's say, 0 on the bottom. Nothing gets paid until closing. You know, if the house doesn't close, you owe nothing unless, like I said before, you did add on the $60 add-on for the air conditioning during the listing period.
Fantastic. Well, Mark, this has been a complete treat. I really enjoyed learning more about your company and your awesome products. I know I'm going to continue using them with my agents, who they're going to use with their buyers and sellers, so thank you so much.
And thank you for inviting me.
I want to thank my guest, Mark Friedlander. He is the Choice Home Warranty Senior Executive here for South Florida, and we are going to count on Mark to help us with our business here at Signature. I want to thank all of our viewers today at Signature Tube. Once again, I'm your host, Ben Schachter of the Signature Real Estate Companies. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.